Hello YouTube, and welcome to my first episode of Questions and Answers with Scott. So, I've had you guys submit questions to my AskFM account with the tag of a capital Y and a capital T in them to be featured in this video, and now I think I've got enough where I can produce a good video for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in and get that done. For this video, I'm going to be doing it using my webcam and my microphone. If I can in the future, I'm going to start using my 1080p Handycam. However, I'm really not satisfied with the sort of audio that I can get with my microphone. Or rather, I'm not satisfied with the audio that I get with my camera as opposed to this microphone, which is a Rode Podcaster, for those of you who don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? So, question number 1. How do you feel about collaborations with other YouTubers? Also, just for fun, read this backwards afterward. YouTubers other with collaborations about feel you do how. I have always been very open to doing collaborations with other YouTubers. Typically speaking, I'm kind of picky about who I do content with, and that more has to do with the fact that I can't really control the content that the other person is doing when there's a collaboration, so I have to have a good deal of trust with them before I want to do anything. Like, I want to do collaborations with people that I know well, as opposed to, say, a certain view level or something like that. So, the reason that I haven't really been doing a lot of collaborations on my channels over the last year mostly is because no one's really approached me about it. I'm not real good about approaching others about it. I've got some things in the works right now, so look forward to some stuff in the near future that's going to be multiplayer based. However, for now, I don't know, it's just a lot easier to produce single player content and stuff. So that's the short answer to that. And this is not a solicitation for collaborations. If I want to do a collaboration, I'm going to reach out to you, basically. Unless you're connected with me on Skype, that's pretty much the only way that I'm going to do collaborations, is if I know you well and you reach out to me personally. So, yeah. Alright, time for question number 2. What's the best part of streaming? How long did it take you to gain the followers you have? From Patzilla. And that last question was from Andrew, by the way, if I didn't mention that already. The best part of streaming is definitely the interaction with the viewers. That is really fun. With YouTube, especially now that I have comments disabled because of the recent stuff that was going on with my students and with the Google Plus stuff, I have comments disabled on my videos. So there's like no interaction, basically, with doing YouTube right now, at least for me. However, with Twitch, and if you don't already know, my Twitch is http://www.twitch.tv/GreatScottLP. The thing with Twitch is there is direct and immediate interaction with your viewers, and it's a lot of fun. In a way, they help create the content that you are producing by interacting with them. And overall, it's just a much more interactive thing. It's a lot more organic, I guess, is the word that I would use to describe it. So, to me, the high level of interaction is the best part of doing Twitch live streaming. And how long did it take you to gain the followers you have? Well, I've been live streaming for over a year now. I started out on a different channel than I'm on now. I gained about 500 followers on that channel during that time. That was mostly just Minecraft related stuff. I switched over my username to GreatScottLP about, I want to say 6 months now? 7 months? Something like that. It was sometime right after PAX East last year. Last year? This year. It's still this year. It's still 2013. Really, my current channel took off after Zeldathon. So, there were a lot of people who started watching after Zelda. Like, before Zeldathon, I averaged between 15 and 20 viewers per live stream. These days, I can go as high as 40 or 50 or 60 viewers per live stream, depending on what time it is, what day it is, what game I'm playing, stuff like that. So, really, it's not that I really did much, it's just that I've gained a little bit more exposure and a lot more experience with doing this kind of thing. Like, a year ago, even doing this video would have been really weird and impossible, because like right now I'm just locking my eyes straight into this dark little pit in the webcam, and I'm talking into a microphone alone in my room. So yeah, it's a bit strange. So having a bit of experience with producing content in a setting where you're trying to be social but you're alone definitely helps with that, I think. I'm getting off topic. Let's go on to the next question. And now for question number 3. Scott, how long have you been a Time Lord? And that is an anonymous question. I have been a Time Lord for roughly 900 years. I was born on Gallifrey about 920 years ago. I've known all along, really, and it's really, really fun being a Time Lord. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those guys who gets to travel through space and time all the, all the time. I'm just a lowly guy here stuck on Earth, but I'm having fun. Question number 4. If you had a pet orangutan, what would you name him or her? Why? That's tough. I don't think I would ever have a pet primate. Lots of high-level care required for that. Lots of money, stuff like that. It's involved lots of cleanup since they don't really clean after themselves. Yeah. Cool to look at the zoo, but I can't really imagine having one as a pet. As for a name, I suppose I could name the if it was a female orangutan, I suppose I would name it Tetra. Question number 5. What subject do you teach in Northern Virginia, or is that too personal? If it is, I'm sorry. An anonymous question. No, that's not too personal. I don't mind talking about what I do. I just don't want to reveal where I do it and stuff like that for obvious reasons. The subject that I teach is 8th grade study hall. I'm a study hall teacher, study hall monitor. I don't get a lot of chances to instruct. However, when I do, it's usually when I'm helping with homework or I'm doing one of my Friday science, technology, and current events lectures. So those are really awesome things that I get to do. Normally what I do in class is I make sure that the kids are all set with their materials. I get them out of the classroom on passes to go get help from other teachers, send them to the library to check out books, stuff like that. And also if they need some help with their schoolwork, I have a bachelor's degree in international studies and political science from a rather prestigious school. So I'm able to help with like their civics work, their government work, history, science, all the major subjects, well, really except math. And it's really funny because I always tell them about the importance of math, and it really is important. Math and science and technology and all that good stuff, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, very, very important. That's where the economy's going over the next 20 years. So hey, if you're a student, you don't know what you want to do, really get interested and invested in science and technology, because that's going to basically be the only way you make money in the future. So yeah, I do lectures on Friday on a current event in science, usually about space or technology. I did a talk about Google's self-driving cars and what Elon Musk is doing with Tesla Motors and the Hyperloop and stuff like that. So even though I'm just a study hall teacher, I do my best to try and invest in the future of my kids. So yeah, on to the next question. Question 6. Do you have a P.O. box for fans to send things? If so, what flavor of hard candy do you like? From Travis. I do not have a P.O. box. However, they are rather cheap, really, so I could probably get one at some point in the future. I don't think I have enough of a following in order to warrant getting a P.O. box, so for now, no, I don't have a P.O. box. If things take off at some point and there's a bit more of a following, I guess, I suppose I'll get a P.O. box, but for now, there really is no way to send me stuff. I'm not going to be giving out my personal address or the address of the school that I teach at for obvious reasons. So for now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be accepting anything. However, in the future, I'm open to the idea since P.O. boxes are rather cheap. It's not a question of the money. It's more of a question of, is there really going to be a need for it? And right now, I don't see a need for it. As for my favorite flavor of hard candy, you know, I really don't know. I'm not a huge fan of candy. I love dark chocolate. Actually, I just love chocolate in general. Milk chocolate, dark chocolate. White chocolate's even pretty good, even though that's really sugary. I don't tend to like really sugary things too much. Like super sugary, like super sugary cake frosting. Oh, I hate that stuff. For me, my favorite type of cake is like red velvet with cream cheese icing. It's so good. But yeah, so I don't really like candy. Our last question for today. What do you do to make your Christmas gifts special? Well, typically speaking, I like to give things that have a little bit of meaning to them. I like to give things that have a fair bit of value to them, either through personal meaning or monetary value. And most of all, I like to give gifts that are going to be useful, and really that kind of boxes me into a corner because sometimes that's really difficult for people. It's like you don't want to have them specifically tell you what they want, because then it's like, well, I guess you don't know them well enough or something like that. So I tend to give Christmas gifts to my closest friends and my immediate family. I tend to do 1 or 2 per person, depending. It also depends heavily on the money that I have, and unfortunately right now I don't have that much money to spend on Christmas, so I think it's going to be bare bones for a lot of people, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what I do to make Christmas gifts special. That goes for birthday presents too. I try and make things to be as personal? Yeah, I don't know. As personal as I possibly can. So yeah. So that's going to do it for this Q&A session. Hey, so if you like today's video, you can of course leave a like, you can subscribe. You can't comment because I've disabled comments, so sorry. You can hit me up on Twitter at GreatScottLP. Follow me on Twitch /GreatScottLP. My Ask.fm account is going to be how you submit questions for these videos. You just go ahead and go there. It's ask.fm /GreatScottLP. You ask me your questions, either anonymous or tagged. It doesn't matter. You can have your name featured in the video if you don't ask anonymously. All you have to do to get it featured in the video is put a capital Y and a capital T at the beginning of your question, and I'll remember to save that for YouTube as opposed to answering it on the website. The other thing too is that pretty soon I'm probably going to be pulling questions from Ask.fm to be featured in some of my LP videos, so look forward to that as well. So yeah, that's going to do it for this session. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this is something that you want to watch and you're interested in. So let me know through Twitter, because I'm not going to re-enable YouTube comments anytime soon, probably. So anyway, have a good day, guys. I'll see y'all later.